Hey guys, this is a late night daily dose coming at you from my office at home, getting some work done on the HyperFast Sales Summit, our 2-day event coming up in November. We're getting close to launching that. We do have pre-launch ticket pricing available, so if you haven't heard about that, take advantage of it now. And today's daily dose, I want to just give you guys a message out there about knowing your numbers. I watched a podcast interview today, one of the world's shortest ones. You know, the actual interview content was just a couple minutes long, and the guest in this case got flustered when my good friend Pat Hiban asked, what was your sales volume last year and what was your average price point? These are basic questions he asks every guest. I've been on that show a few times, and it always starts off with, how many units did you sell? What was the volume? What was your gross commission? What was your net profit, right? Those are 4 basic questions. Like, if you know those 4 questions, you can tell a lot about a business. You can tell a lot about how it's run, how it's structured, just from knowing those 4 numbers. So to me, it's insane that this 9-figure producer would not know that, and then would just kind of fly off the handle. And the interview ended abruptly. It was a little funny, a little sad in a way to watch, but you guys got to know your numbers. Too many real estate agents, they talk about leads, they talk about units sold or volume sold. They don't talk about gross commission, and even fewer talk about profit, right? So you got to know your numbers. A lot of people don't, and I think it's easy in real estate to get to the 100K, 250K level. But then once you're at those higher levels, it's also easy. And I was talking net profit, by the way, not like a $250 sale or $250,000 sale, but it's easy in real estate compared to other industries to get to that kind of profit level. And I think a lot of real estate agents just don't have the discipline and the basic kind of just knowledge of how important it is to know your numbers, right? Because if your sales are going up but your margins getting compressed and you've got a bunch of fixed costs, right, or just a bunch of costs that would be hard to get rid of in a downturn, if you're not prepared for that, you could get your clock cleaned, and then all your hard work kind of unfortunately can go to nowhere. And I've heard a lot of stories of that happening to real estate agents, and you certainly can recover, but why go through that if it's avoidable? Knowing your numbers is important. You got to treat it like a business. Give it the respect that it deserves. Treat it like a business. All right, I'll put a link to that show in the comments, the one I'm talking about, because I think it's a good one for you guys to see for yourself. And whatever you're doing, wherever you are in your business, treat it like a business. Have a sales plan. Have a marketing plan, have a budget, have goals, review how you're tracking towards goals in all areas. Please hit that subscribe button, like us, give me some comments, let me know what I should talk about next, what you'd like to hear next, and I'll see you guys later. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, click that like button, click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications. I want you to keep getting this great content. And if you want even more exclusive content and direct access to Carrie and myself, click here to learn about how to get a free trial period in our exclusive Inner Circle. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you again.